Hi students, welcome to our physics class. In this class, I am going to continue the topic electricity. The subtopic is Ohm's law. What is Ohm's law? As per definition of the Ohm's law, flow of current in the conductor is proportional to potential difference applied across the conductor. Means current flows in the conductor is depends on the applied potential difference in the across the conductor. In simple manner, the current we measure with the ammeter in amperes. Potential difference we measure with the voltmeter in volts. See, as per the potential difference, the current flows also in the conductor, current flows in the conductor also changes. If the potential difference is increasing across the conductor, then current also increases. The flow of current in the conductor also increases. Simple manner, if we say simple way, if you potential difference created by the battery, already I explained in previous video. See, the potential difference created by the battery, the energy, potential difference nothing but energy supplies to the electrons, to flow of electrons, energy is required. So the energy supplied by battery, the potential difference to flow the charge one place to another place. The flow potential difference is giving energy. According to potential difference, the flow of current also in the conductor also changes. If the potential difference is increasing, the energy is more energy we are giving supplying, the current flow also more increases. Example, if you take one battery, we can get some amount of electric energy in the conductor. If you take two batteries, by increasing the batteries, number of batteries, the current in the conductor also increases. So that is only Ohm's law. Here see, as per Ohm's law, current in the conductor is proportional to the applied potential across the conductor. I is proportional to the V. I is proportional to V. We also can write this as V is proportional to current. Potential difference applied to the conductor is proportional to current in the conductor. V is proportional to the conductor. V is proportional to current I. So V is proportional to I. So V is equal to, as per mathematics, if you take out symbol, proportion is equal to something constant. Here for current, constant multiplies, not equal. Proportion means it is not equal, both are in same direction. If you want to make equal, in the place of proportion, if you want to write equal, then something constant is multiplied to right side value. So that only happening here. V is equal to constant into current. Constant into current. Proportion means both are in same direction. V increases, I also increases. So that gives proportion. Now if you want to make it equal, so then something is multiplied to the right side value. So that is constant. Some constant value multiplied to the right side value. So V is equal to constant into I. Now V is equal to R into I. So what is R? Here constant value in the conductor. What is that? R. What is R? The resistance. The new concept is here resistance. What is the resistance? That depends on conductor nature. Conductor nature. So when V is increasing, current also, potential difference is increasing across the conductor, current also increasing gradually. But this increasing not same for all conductors. That depends on the nature of the conductor. That that nature only we are involving here. What is this nature here? Resistance of the conductor. So that depends on the nature of the conductor. V is increasing, I also increasing continuously. But that increasing values as per V, I also increasing. These values are not same for all conductors. So that changes. Increasing is same, but the conductor to conductor, the increasing level is different. The increasing current in the conductor is not same. Increasing current. So that is different to different matter. That is depends on nature of the conductor. The nature of the conductor is resistance. What is resistance? Every conductor have some resistance power. So it depends on the nature of the conductor. That depends on its nature. The resistance, the conductor is also having some resistance power. That is resistance is nothing but obstruction. It creates obstruction to the flow of current. It decreases the current. Some resistive power in the conductor, resistance power in the conductor. The resistance is nothing but obstruction value. Some inner nature present in the conductor, resistance. So that resistance is represented with symbol R. See, where the R is resistance of the conductor. So here V is equal to R into I. V is equal to IR. We also can write R into I in order I or V is equal to IR. Potential difference in the across the conductor is equal to current in the conductor into resistance of the conductor. So this only represents the Ohm's law. V is equal to IR. V is equal to IR. So we also can write I is equal to V by R. And also we also can write R is equal to, we can find out current in the conductor. We can current value of the current in the conductor. We can find out by using formula. So similarly, we also can find out resistance power of the conductor, the nature, resistance power of the resistance value of the conductor. We can find out R is equal to by using this formula. V by same from this formula only. I is equal to V by R. R is equal to V by I. So units, SI units of resistance is ohms. SI units of resistance is ohms. 1 ohm is equal to 1 volt current, 1 volt potential difference and 1 ampere current. See, V by I, 1 volt potential difference and 1 ampere current gives 1 ohm resistance of the conductor. So this also can use the symbol. Ohm's symbol is, we also can show this symbol. We also can show this ohms with the symbol. Ohms symbol. Now it's like a clip. So ohm is equal to volt by ampere. Now see what are these graphs. Here see, if you take potential difference volts in x-axis and current in the conductor in y-axis. These values if you take in for any conductor, we can take in measure in volts by using voltmeter. By using current we can measure it to ammeter in amperes. So if you write these values x-axis and y-axis, when voltage is increasing, current also increases. We can get graph like this. So this graph, if the graph is straight, what it represents, that is good conductor and following ohmic laws. Ohmic laws, that is called, we can say this as the conductor as ohmic conductor. Ohmic conductor. What is the meaning of this? If you increase voltage in the conductor, the increase in the current also same way. So equally increasing voltage, equally increasing in the conductor. This represents, this graph represents equally increasing voltage, equally increasing in a conductor. The values are equally increasing. Voltage is increasing equally. Similarly, so as per that voltage, current also increasing. So for 1 volt, how much increase? For 2 volts, that much only increase. So same way, increasing of current is same way as for voltage. So this straight line represents ohmic conductors. Now here if you see curve, here curve is not straight. That means will not obey the Ohm's law. So it is not following Ohm's law. So non-ohmic, not obeying the Ohm's law, non-ohmic conductors. Some conductors, here good conductors like silver, copper, aluminum, we know good conductors. But here some bad conductors like tungsten, resistors, filament, you know, tungsten, filament, some and semiconductors will not give straight line. So of course increasing, but not same way. Increasing is not same way. Curve means when we are increasing volts, the current also increasing. It shows increasing, but not increasing equally. Sometimes increase more, sometimes increase less. The difference in the increasing, difference in the increasing current. So that is why we get a curve. So these are called non-ohmic conductors. Example: filament, tungsten, and some diodes and semiconductors are examples for this non-ohmic conductors. Good conductor, aluminum, silver, copper, these are good conductors, obeys the ohmic law, and will not obey the ohmic law, called non-ohmic conductors. That's all for now. Thank you for listening.